I gotta say, this is my 5th attempt at this narrating part, because I'm gonna explain why that is later. But anyways, hey everybody, Lead Speed here. I gotta battle a quickie one against etrejos, I think. I don't know how to pronounce the name. I might have pronounced it wrong or right. Yeah, but this was taken at Elo's live stream on Friday the 13th. And yeah, as you can kind of guess, that's kind of a foreshadowing for how hacksy this match may turn out to be. So, anyways, just sit back and relax and get frustrated at my hacks. And me getting angry about my hacks, you know, like some people are. But, anyways, I go to Moltres to avoid a flamethrower. Then he's going to switch out to Porygon 2, predicting, I guess, the Fire Blast. But I got a burn on it, which I don't know if it mattered that much or not, because it did a bit over half. But if it didn't get the burn, I probably would have... Well, the thing is, I went for Air Slash here because I thought, oh, he would bring in his Houndoom with Flash Fire and get the boost. But he didn't, so that works out for me. Now here I make a really weird play as he goes to Chinchino. I go for the Roost, predicting him to switch out or predicting him to predict me to switch out. I rarely ever get it right because I don't recommend you doing this all the time. Because, especially since that Chinchino had Rock Blast, and it would have taken me out, so what was I thinking? I guess I was predicting him in the beginning of the match. Like, I really was over this guy. Like, I don't know. But anyways, I go to my Night Bright to take a Thunder Punch or an Ice Punch if he didn't use either of his stab moves. But he goes for the Zen Headbutt. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that move right there. So, I'm going to switch out to Sly as he switches into... We both make a double switch. He goes to throw, and I go to my Weavile when this is obviously a bad switch in. So I'm going to go to my Celebi to pretty much take a hit from this thing. And he goes with the Stone Edge, and I know that this throw gets guts, so his attack power gets boosted since he has a burn, and it negates the burn's negative attacking drops. It negates the attack drop from burn. There we go. I don't know why I was saying it weirdly before. But anyways, I go for the Psychic. I get a special defense drop, which does not matter because the burn's going to take him out this turn anyways. But he gets a crit, so I don't think that mattered really because I would have died the Life Orb eventually, even if I had taken it out. I guess it just sped things up a little bit. Why not? So I go back to my Moltres, and he goes to Medicham. And at this point, I was going to go for the Roost to scout what he's going to lock himself into so I can switch into a counter or stay in, predicting him to switch into the counter for my counter, like he did before. I don't know. But anyways, he goes for a high jump kick. He missed the first one, which was like, well, that's alright because I didn't take any damage. But I had no idea he was going to miss. If I had known, which, believe me, if I had predicted the miss, that would have been amazing. I would have taken it out with an Air Slash and I would have taken no damage. Except for Life Orb Recoil, which is like, wow. So he brings in the Houndoom, and this Houndoom was very annoying. And at the same time, I played pretty poorly, and I will explain what I mean. Because, you know, I think it's about time I start doing that more. So, anyways, I go to Needle King to start off, and this was the first bad play was leaving Moltres' death fodder. Like, for reals. But, anyways, I go to Terror King, thinking I could take a Fire Blast or something. That, or I thought he was a choice, but then I wasn't really looking either. So, here I go to my Night Bright, because I know I could take a Dark Pulse and then hit him with a Thunder Wave to slow him down so that something else could take him out. But he flinches me with the Dark Pulse, and I'm like, wow, hacksy as crap right now. Dang, Friday the 13th is not kind to me. And it was not kind to me and Elo in our last match either, so I have no idea what is going on here. Hacks is just everywhere, man. Everywhere. But anyways, I go to Steelix because I know that with Sturdy, which acts as a focus sash in this game, he could take a Fire Blast. Now, what I should have done with this move, I should have foddered out my Lantern instead of my Moltres. And then when my Lantern died, I would go to my Steelix, live a Fire Blast thanks to the Fire Blast, and barring a burn, I would have taken it out with an EQ because that thing is frail. And then I still would have had Moltres for later on in the game. So that was pretty bad for me to leave Moltres to die. So yeah, he brings in his Terror King. Now at this part, I thought he was gonna just finish me off with a Fire Blast. So I go to Weavile, which is my last Pokemon. I go for the Ice Shard, But to my surprise, he goes for Earth Power again. And then at this part, I was like, oh, he's scarfed or something. Because I think if he was Specs, he would have done more damage to Weavile this turn. So I think he was scarfed. So that ended up kind of screwing me over. Because if I had known he was scarfed, which my Moltres might have helped me scout out. But, I don't know. So, yeah, Weavile takes it out with 2 Ice Shards. And then he goes to his last Pokemon, a Chinchino. Which I don't know if I actually explained it, but Steelix swallows the crap out of this thing, excluding Aqua Tail. But, whatever. It is whatever. So, Weavile's gonna die to 2 Rock Blasts. It did miss, so if it had missed, I would have taken it out with the Night Slash in 1, actually. But as you can see, the player lost, which is me. So, you might be kind of surprised, but, you know, it had to happen eventually. I had to lose a match eventually and record it. Now, I had another loss against Elo, because me and Elo had like 4 or 5 matches already. The first matches up to the one that we did on the stream on Friday the 13th ended with me winning each of the battles. One was really a sweep, the other wasn't really a sweep, and we had one that disconnected. So we hadn't really had a proper non-Haxy game yet, and I definitely need to battle him again, just to, you know, just with us giving it our best 100% and having fun too. You know, we just bring whatever, and yeah. So, yeah, this was a really random Haxy game, and how appropriate for Friday the 13th, as this was when it took place. But at the same time, like, as I explained, I kind of made some bad plays, but, you know, I mean, it's a learning curve, because, I mean, if you didn't have bad plays, then you wouldn't improve anywhere, because bad plays just show that, oh, if you had done this next time, maybe next time you can predict this kind of move from this poke or something like that, and it's a learning curve, and that's something I'm definitely going to recommend to anyone who's starting out, like, I don't know. But yeah, this was fun, and I should definitely want to rematch you again at Etrejos if you're watching this. And, yeah. Lead Speed is signing out now. And peace.